Defense now striking a deal with OpenAI to use its AI models. The company stepping in after the president ordered the government to stop using Anthropic.
Seven people who had everything. The hottest artificial intelligence laboratory on Earth. Reportedly, the best-funded research team in the history of the field. Jobs that would define the next century. And they walked away. Dario Amodei, Daniela Amodei, Tom Brown, Chris Olah, Sam McCandlish, Jared Kaplan, Jack Clark. 7 of the most important researchers in artificial intelligence. Gone in the same month, 2021. What did they see that everyone else missed? 5 lessons buried inside the most important career decision in modern technology. Stay close, because lesson 3 is the one that changes how you think about building anything. May 2020. OpenAI publishes a research paper. It reportedly describes a language model with 175 billion parameters. The outside world calls it impressive. Inside OpenAI, the reaction is very different, because the researchers who built it had seen something in the outputs that the public demonstrations did not show. According to multiple reports, the model could produce content that was harmful, manipulative, convincing, and completely wrong, all at the same time. And the more powerful the model became, the worse this problem could get. There is a field inside artificial intelligence research called alignment. Its entire purpose is one question. As artificial intelligence systems become more capable, how do you make sure they keep doing what humans actually want? Dario Amodei had spent years on this problem. He reportedly believed it was the most important unsolved problem in technology, more important than speed, more important than capability, and reportedly he believed OpenAI was not moving fast enough to solve it. That commercial pressure was pushing the lab toward capability over safety. Faster, more powerful, ship it. According to sources, the tension inside the lab became impossible to ignore. Has there ever been a moment in your career where you knew the mission had changed but you stayed anyway? Drop your answer below. In May 2021, Dario Amodei resigned from OpenAI. He was vice president of research, one of the most senior people in the building. He did not leave alone. Daniela Amodei, who ran operations. Tom Brown, a lead researcher on the paper that had started everything. Chris Olah, whose work on interpretability was cited across the industry. Sam McCandlish, Jared Kaplan, Jack Clark. 7 people, 1 month. The largest single departure in OpenAI history, according to reports. They did not take jobs at another company. They did not take a break. They started building immediately. The company was called Anthropic, founded in 2021, with a mission that sounded simple and was anything but. Build artificial intelligence that is helpful, harmless, and honest. Those 3 words, helpful, harmless, honest, became the foundation, not a tagline, a methodology. Anthropic developed what they called constitutional artificial intelligence, a method of training models to follow a set of written principles rather than simply optimizing for human approval. Standard model training rewards outputs that sound confident even when those outputs are wrong and even when they cause harm. Constitutional artificial intelligence works differently. The model critiques its own responses against a written set of values and revises them before they are ever shown to a user. 2021 reportedly $124 million seed round. 2022 reportedly $580 million Series B. 2023, according to reports, Google invests $300 million, then reportedly another $450 million. 2024, Amazon reportedly commits up to $4 billion. Within 3 years of founding, Anthropic's reported valuation had reached tens of billions of dollars. For a company built by 7 people who gave up the most prestigious jobs in the field with nothing but a mission, and 7 people who believed in it, the product was called Claude. Named reportedly after Claude Shannon, the mathematician who founded information theory. Claude launched in March 2023, initially available through an application programming interface to developers and then to the public. The reviews noted something different about it. Not just what it could do, but how it behaved when pushed. It refused certain requests cleanly. It acknowledged uncertainty rather than inventing answers. It cited its own limitations without being asked. Small things, but in a field where every competitor was racing for power, those small things became the identity. Dario Amodei could have framed safety as a limitation, something to balance against capability, a constraint on what the product could do. He did the opposite. He made safety the product. The entire company was built around one claim, that a safer model is a more trustworthy model, and a more trustworthy model is a more valuable one. That is lesson 1. Safety is a product decision. Whatever your market says is a limitation, ask if it could be your advantage. When Anthropic went to raise money, it did not hide its mission. It led with it. And the investors who came in were not coming despite the safety focus. They were coming because of it. Google, Amazon, Spark Capital, and others. Each reportedly saw the same thing. A company with a credible answer to the question every government and regulator was already asking. Daniela Amadei built the operational and business infrastructure around that story, making the mission understandable to people writing checks, not just people writing research papers. That is lesson 2. Mission is a fundraising strategy. The right mission does not shrink your investor pool. It filters it to exactly the right people. Here is the lesson nobody in business wants to say out loud. Sometimes the most important thing you can build is the exit. Dario Amadei was not pushed out. By most accounts, he was one of the most valued people at OpenAI, but he reportedly believed the lab was moving in a direction he could not follow, that the mission he had signed up for was being overtaken by commercial pressure, so he left. And in leaving, he built something that would not have existed if he had stayed. That is lesson 3. Leaving is sometimes the build. Loyalty to a company is not the same as loyalty to a mission. Know the difference. When Anthropic was founded, it was not set up as a standard company. It was structured as a public benefit corporation with a capped profit model limiting investor returns. This was deliberate. The founders had reportedly watched commercial incentives override mission commitments before. They built a legal structure designed to prevent that from happening again. That is lesson 4. Structure your values or someone else will. Culture is not enough. Intentions are not enough. The structure of your company will eventually determine its direction. When Anthropic launched, it had no revenue, no established user base, and no proven product. What it had was 7 names. Names that every major technology investor already knew. Names that appeared on the most cited research papers in the field. The team was not a feature of the pitch, the team was the pitch. That is lesson 5. The team is the moat. Competitors can copy your product, but they cannot copy the specific combination of people who built it and the reputation those people carry into every room. I want to be honest with you. The Anthropic story is not a simple underdog story. 7 senior researchers leaving a well-funded lab is not the same as starting a company with nothing. They had credibility, they had networks, they had a track record. Most founders do not have that when they start. But here is what is real about this story. Every one of those 7 people had a moment where they had to choose. Stay and build something they no longer believed in, or leave and build something they did. Dario Amadei reportedly walked away from one of the most prestigious artificial intelligence roles in the world. Daniela Amadei reportedly left a senior operations role to run a company that did not yet exist. Every founder, every builder, every person watching this has a version of that gap. A moment where the thing you are building does not match what you believe, and a choice about whether to stay comfortable or build something true. Here are the 5 lessons. Write them down. Lesson 1. Safety is a product decision. Lesson 2. Mission is a fundraising strategy. Lesson 3. Leaving is sometimes the build. Lesson 4. Structure your values or someone else will. Lesson 5. The team is the moat. None of these required being the biggest company in the room, and none of these required being there first. They required one thing: the willingness to walk away from something good to build something you actually believed in. Anthropic may or may not win the artificial intelligence race. The question of whether safety and commercial success can coexist has not been answered yet, but 7 people decided the question was worth asking, and they built a company around the answer. Which of the 5 lessons is the one you needed to hear today? Drop it in the comments. If you want to see how another founder bet everything on a product nobody expected, the flamin' hot Cheetos story is right here. Like the video, subscribe to the Business Forge. See you in the next one.